Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Adam,
And I'm Slacker Steve.
and this is your third week with us, so at this point I think we're pretty familiar.
It depends on if you watched the episode 0 or not, because,
Yeah, and if you didn't, well then you're lazier than us. It's zero, like it's no effort.
Yeah, you don't even have to leave the house.
It's not like liking and sharing a band where you might actually have to go see them or buy their music once in a while or whatever. We tried that. Didn't work out that great. All you got to do is just click that like button, hit the play button while you're on the toilet or whatever.
Yeah, we know you're watching it in the toilet. Don't worry.
Don't watch it while you're driving. Don't do that.
That's not a good idea. No.
No, terrible. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but I love cartoons.
Oh, I love cartoons.
I know you love cartoons.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just sit in my bathrobe all day and watch cartoons. It's either cartoons or it's Star Trek, and you guys already know how I feel about Star Trek.
Right. And if you don't, then go back and watch the other episodes and stop being as lazy as we are.
Yeah, we're not good role models.
No. So I saw this interesting theory the other day about the Flintstones.
Really?
And I've talked to a couple people about it, and apparently it's common knowledge. And I'm like, well, that's common knowledge if you're not lazy as shit and you have a life and you know how to read. Sorry, don't make fun of the delivery guy. It's not his fault he can't read. Seriously, though, illiteracy is a huge problem. We should probably fix that. It's not good. If you can't read but you're watching this show, you should totally just pick up a book and put this nonsense down, because this is not going to be of any help.
There's probably even YouTube tutorials that will help you learn how to do that.
Yeah,
so, we can't, but they can.
Yes, so pick up a book.
All right, so let's break this theory down about the Flintstones. So I guess it kind of takes place in they take place in the future, is what this theory is saying.
Yeah, that the Flintstones actually takes place in a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Post-apocalyptic world, so probably after Jetsons, right?
Yeah, because I mean the Jetsons, there's a crossover episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, movie. Yeah,
which we can get into here in a bit, but yeah, I mean it kind of actually makes sense, because when you think about the modern Stone Age family, think about the song. And I always thought it was like Keeping Up with the Joneses. Like when they say modern, they're cave people, but they're up to snuff. They got top notch.
Mm-hmm.
But the more you look at it, the song's more revealing, because it actually tells modern, because it's the modern Stone Age. It actually says it right there. I'm like, I've been hearing that for years, but I'm either too stupid or just not paying attention enough, or both.
And, well, I guess everybody assumes that it just literally means, oh, this is what it'd be like if we had modern technology, but it was the Stone Age. It actually means they've adapted our modern culture to their future life.
Exactly.
Without electricity or power or all the things that we have, like internet, so you can watch our dumb faces.
Yeah. You could watch us, but we'd just be like two squawking birds inside a television. That'd be hilarious.
That seems better. Can we watch that?
That'd be great. We need to put a little graphic right here of us as bird people. That'd be great.
Yes.
Next week.
I'll have Stacker Steve do that.
Birdman Steve. And Adam will be here next week as birds. But yeah, it explains a lot of the things in there too, like the the hyper intelligent animals, like how all the animals seem to be super smart.
So they're influenced by the radiation, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Or how they have record players, they have cars. Everything's animal powered, because that's after the apocalypse. That's the only resource they have left.
Well, yeah, because the EMPs and all that stuff probably destroyed all of the infrastructure, so they just couldn't anymore.
Exactly. So, like, they have record players. They have Christmas. They have a banking system. Well, if they have Christmas, I mean, that's got to suggest that this is, AD.
Yeah.
And the Jetsons thing, I read somehow that it ties into where maybe they're the ones that escaped the radiation. That's why they're in like the Sky City. They escaped to the skies while The Hills Have Eyes was going on down below them.
So if that was the case, what happened to the Jetsons? Did they just eventually leave Earth? Did they transcend to a new evolution in human history and become like glowy people like in Star Trek? Or do we just not know? Because the theory says that the Jetsons are from the past, and they went in that crossover, they came to the future, right?
Something like that. Or something like that, yeah.
So that
I
means...
didn't do my research.
That means the Jetsons, like, up above, were escaping the nuclear war. So I guess eventually they just...
Or they blowed it up.
That's true. Yeah, maybe there was a second super...
Or maybe they were just super rich buttholes.
So there was a whole bunch of people just down there,
Yep.
like, in basically the Fallout universe.
I had to churn butter by hand last night, you dick! You can't just throw down some butter? Really, George? Man, you guys are... It's almost kind of gets a little dark and a little, like, purge-like or political or something if you think about it like that. We don't do politics on this show, but the rich, fat-ass Jetsons with their robot butler while Fred's having to stop a car with his feet. That sounds like class warfare if I ever heard it. So you heard it first here, the Jetsons are all dicks.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they died in the nuclear holocaust.
Me too.
Yes. How is him and the wife gingers, but the two kids are blonde? Them ain't your babies, George. Them are Barney's babies. That explains... Oh,
Barney's babies.
That explains the crossover and why they're down on land and why they're in the sky. He banged George's old lady. Think about it. Look at the little blonde kids and look at Barney. That little blonde kid looks like Barney.
I can see that for sure, but...
Elroy looks like Bam Bam.
But didn't they get in a time machine to meet them?
But maybe it didn't work and they're just stupid.
Yeah, everybody's acting like this is some like deeper thing than it actually is, but no, he just tried to make a time machine and didn't work, and they went down below.
Yeah, they just sunk. Well, even look at her hair. If you look at the daughter's hair from the Jetsons, see how it's all like boop? Dude, that's total bedrock stuff right there. She's a redhead. They're redheads. There's some incestual Game of Thrones type stuff going on.
Uh-oh.
Like, think about it. Barney's wife has black hair, so that's Fred's sister. Jetson's kids are blonde, them are Barney's kids. She's a redhead. That's her sister. Man, this just got like... You need to put up on the screen like a family tree of the incestual nature of the Flintstones and the Jetsons. You heard it here first. You think Game of Thrones has some family business going on? No, this is like Family Feud Naked Twister edition.
Oh, lordy.
Ugh. That's... there's cartoons I'd love to watch bone each other, but none of the cast of either of these shows. I don't... Except maybe the robot. I'd like to see the robot go at Dino. The robot housekeeper. Dino. Didn't she have like a weird Brooklyn accent? When she's like, oh
yeah,
God,
she
Mr.
did.
Jetson.
Yeah.
Oh, come here, Dino. Come here, Dino. Let me clean you. That's terrifying. Why does that make me want to eat peanut butter? Ew.
Why does it make me want to drink this delicious Baja drink?
Yeah. And I've got my electrolyte toilet water here. Good stuff. And for my snack this week, I brought peanut butter discs. Peanut butter discs. What you got over there?
I got fruit slices.
Shit they didn't have in the apocalypse. I guarantee it. Peanut butter discs and electrified drinks.
I know, it sounds like something you can find in Fallout.
Probably. My son plays the shit out of that. I played Grand Theft Auto, the newest one, not too long ago. But just long enough to find the strip club and kill a hooker.
And then you got chased down by the cops and beaten immediately.
Fuck no, I turned the game off.
Oh, you're just done.
I was like, I took a stripper home. I picked up a hooker. I just don't really see much more value in this game. Like, I live in a city and shit. Like, this is fun. Let's be stuck in traffic. My son's like, you can just run people over and do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I'm like, what? Like, that's It's a terrible example.
I thought after San Andreas it all went downhill because it just seems like every time I commit a crime, the cops are after me, and that's just too realistic.
Yeah, right.
I want to commit at least 3 or 4 crimes before the cops come after me.
I want the Teen Wolf glitch. Have you seen that?
No.
Or if you do, or it's Bigfoot. There's Bigfoot in the game, and you do this loop a bunch of times or whatever, and then you can meet Bigfoot, and he turns you into Teen Wolf or some shit. I'm like, that. How does that even link up?
Huh.
And that's a nice segue, because my point to that was, how does any of this link up with the Jetsons? It doesn't.
Yeah, we didn't.
Nope.
We didn't think this one through.
No, but we get off track, and that's what we do on this show.
Yep.
So if you don't like it, I mean, keep watching, because you're probably going to like it even less next week.
Ooh. Well, it looks like he hates them.
Yes, that is it. I hate this.
More?
Please.
Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. So, it's been fun.
Yeah. I didn't wear pants again this week.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, my butt's squishy.
All right. Well, I'm Slacker Steve.
And I'm Adam.
Go away.
Bye.
I'm done.
See ya.
Yeah.
We don't care now.
Bye.
Go away.
Every time you click like, you're our new best friend.
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously.
I mean, if it's within like walking distance, and I mean like probably across the street is about as far as I'm gonna go.
You'll go across the street. I might go to the curb.
If you send an Uber, then like we'll probably go. But otherwise, I mean, you better be pretty close, because I mean you're our best friend. But
You're our best friend at a distance.
yeah, we're like cats in that way.